Hi there. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you. First and foremost, I am a veteran-owned small business, and it's not easy, especially with what's going on in this day and age. And I just want to say thank you for taking the time and watching this video and seeing what I'm about. If you've made it this far, I'd like to offer you a 15% discount on your first month of training, and there's no obligation, there's nothing that you need to do. If you sign up with me, you'll just get 15% off of your first month. So it's just to say thank you for trying me out and for helping out a veteran-led small business. So let's talk about a little bit about what we can do for you here at Scott Draper Wellness. Wellness to me kind of is summed up by our phrase, medicine through movement. So wellness is not something that is hard to get. It's not something that you need a million different things for. I know that there's a billion-dollar industry that's out there that's selling you all the cures and all of the things and all of the tinctures and all of the very interesting ways of achieving the wellness, but really it comes down to being strong physically and eating the right amount of foods most of the time, and making quality food choices most of the time, and getting recovery. That's it. There is nothing else to it, and that's kind of what this billion-dollar industry is trying to hide, that it's not a secret. It's not something that is not achievable without their help. It's just a little bit of discipline, a little bit of habit building, and getting a coach like me really helps start this process. And when it comes down to it, I don't want you to be my client for a decade. I want you to learn what you need to learn and to move on and to live your life in wellness for your entire life. So what we focus on are habit building techniques that help you achieve that. They don't, it's no cookie cutter program. I don't have one master program that I give to everybody and I say, here, if you follow this, it's the answer to everything that you need, because everybody has different questions. Everybody has different needs, and everybody has different ways of doing things and responds differently to different techniques. So we take a look at you, and we look at you as a holistic person, and we figure out what makes you tick and what is going to work for you. So the same answer is not going to work for everybody, and so I don't offer the same answer. I don't even sell programs to anybody that's just fill in the numbers and here you go. Everybody's very individual. So as a coach, we will focus on your small wins. Can you make a better food choice once a day? You're way ahead of the game. Can you get out and take a couple 10-minute walks throughout the week? You've already done more than you were doing. So focusing on the small wins, they accumulate, they create bigger wins. And so we don't make sweeping changes. I don't ask you to empty out your cabinets completely bare and then go to Whole Foods or your health store and get chia seeds and redecorate your entire life. That's not sustainable, and it's not something that has ever worked for me in the past, because I have tried it. I promise you. I've purged my cabinets plenty of times, and my kids still eat chicken nuggets, man. That's just how it works. You can have a family, and you can make these choices. Like I said about the chicken nuggets, there's gonna be plenty of days where you're gonna come home and you're gonna air fry some chicken nuggets, because that is all you have the energy for, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's going to be a journey, and it's going to be something that is not going to happen overnight, and you're going to have plenty of days where you're just not gonna do it. But we want to focus on making sure that we have enough wins that we're tipping the scales from the habits that you've already built. That's really what this Scott Draper Wellness Coaching comes down to. It's building strength a little bit at a time. It's building better food habits a little bit at a time. It's building that recovery into your life, so it's not this big burdensome hour-and-a-half long yoga session at the end of the day that you have to complete. It's 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here. We break it down into smaller blocks so that you can fit it into your life, because ultimately, if you can't fit it into your life, it's not something that you're going to do. So we're fighting against a billion-dollar industry that says that it has the answers, and the answer truly is that you need to just make small changes to your life, and you need to find a coach like me who is not going to judge you for the choices that you make, and is not going to shame you for the choices that you have, and is not going to sit there and say, hey, you made a bad choice. There's no bad choices. There are only choices that you make and the things that happen because of them. So we focus on the small wins, like I said. And then the other thing is, I don't care what your weight is. You're not a piece of deli meat that needs to be weighed out in order to find your worth. If it were up to me, I would have you throw out your scale. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to purge your house like that. But we're not going to weigh ourselves, because that is not how we find our worth. I want you to be able to move well. I want you to be able to find your wellness within. As funny as that sounds, I want you to find your own self-worth by how you look in the mirror, how you move, how you feel inside. And as you accumulate these small wins, you're going to notice some big changes that happen, and I want you to celebrate those. That's pretty much how we get you to where you need to go. So what I'd like you to do now is go ahead and click on the link below and set up a phone call with me, and we are going to find out what you need. I'm not going to tell you what you need, because like I said, everybody's different. But if you find out what you need and we can find that out together, you might not even know yet, and that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. It took me decades to figure out exactly where I wanted to go in my wellness journey, and I'm still working on it. But if we figure out what you need, we can start making a plan, and we can start enacting the plan and making those small changes. So clicking the link down below, like I said, you'll get a 15% off your first month, and there's no obligation for that, and we don't do any contracts. It's month to month, and as long as you're sticking with the wellness plan, I will stick with you, and we will work together to figure out how to make your life even better, and live with medicine through movement, and let's get strong together. That's really my goal, is to make everybody feel as strong as they should be. So click the link, let's start working together. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.